coming. This time we'll have our Pledge of Allegiance, and I'll ask Greg to lead us in that, and then I'll lead us in the order of prayer.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Lord, I do thank you for this time together. Thank you for this meeting, dear Lord. We just ask your blessings upon it, each decision that is made. We pray that it's in your will. We just thank you for all you do for us to be blessings of life and all the things that we have, Lord. We give credit to you and honor you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this council. Lord, thank you for the ones that we had. We just ask you once again to give us what we expect. All these meetings, special favors in your precious name. Amen. This time, I'd like to a recommendation to approve our minutes from the last meeting. Is there a motion to approve those minutes?
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you. Number 2 is a recommendation to approve our accounts payable bills. Is there a motion to approve those bills?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Greg, thank you. Is there a second? Okay, Francis. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We'll move down to number 4, then come back to number 3. Reed Kavanaugh, if you would, please come and give us your proposal, because I know you had to drive from Montgomery. I'm going to let you talk to us a few minutes.
Sure. Back at the meeting in September, y'all voted for us to move ahead with the bond documents and the rating process on refunding the city Series 2007 warrants. Got about $3.3 million of those warrants outstanding at a rate of about 4%. So after that meeting, we went and got the bond documents, worked with Scott and Jan and Alan and Dale, and got the bond documents all put together. Then we had the call with the rating agency and got the city's credit rating put on the bonds. It was affirmed at A, which that's no surprise since you were just rated on the other bond issue we did. But we got that put on the bonds, and so now we're back at the place where we're ready to go into the market. As we talked about back in September, these bonds can't close until after December 31st of this year for tax law reasons. The bonds will be treated as bank qualified bonds, and so that gets you a break on the interest rate. But in order to do that, you can only issue $10 million in a given year, and since you've already done the one bond issue, we need to wait until the next calendar year. So the idea is that we would sell either this week or maybe next week, lock the interest rate in at that point, and then close in January. So everything's put together, all the paperwork's done, the rating's in place. What you have before you tonight is the resolution, just like what we did on the bond issue earlier this year. Just authorizes us to go out to the market, authorizes the mayor to sign the warrant purchase contract, which lets us confirm the trades with the investors, and then we would come back and you'll give, ratify all the terms at the meeting in January. That's when all the papers will be signed and all the signatures that you got to do. But you got about $200,000 in savings going from between 2 and maybe 225, somewhere in that range. You're going from 4% probably down to about 2 3/4, somewhere along that line. So you're dropping your interest rate quite a bit, and that's what's generating that savings. So good deal, good time to be in the market, and if everybody is okay with that, again, keeping the payoff date the exact same as it is today. All we're doing is just lowering your payments over the term.
Okay. And I know that you've had phone conferences with Alan Cantrell.
Yes.
Well of everything, because they provided you documents and they're 100% on board with this.
And again, Reed, what was the guesstimation of what the rate will be?
Probably somewhere
2 1/4, just
2 3/4, somewhere
2
around there.
3/4.
Right.
So what you need us to adopt, resolution, and we've got that.
Right. Scott's had it.
So we need immediate consideration first and then vote on the resolution, is that right?
No, we can just vote straight up on the resolution.
Okay. Okay, would there be a motion to approve this resolution? as presented by Reed. Can you cover for you?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Greg. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Francis. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I abstain due to your affiliation with First National.
Okay. Reed, or anything else you need from us?
Nope.
Okay,
Sale will
fine.
probably be next week. And if anything materially changes in the market, we're not gonna go out in the market. We're gonna come back and call you. So if anything's, different than what we've talked about tonight, then we're gonna hold off. But assuming things stay good, then probably next week is when we'd be looking at it. And if we judge that, you know what, it might be better to wait till January, we're gonna wait till January. But we'll stay in close communication with you on that. But,
So you're just gonna sell based on the market, make sure it's okay?
that's right. We're gonna make sure we're hitting the savings that we've talked about. And if for any reason that doesn't look like it's gonna be where what we've discussed with you, then we're gonna hold off and wait until after the first of the year to sell. But right now, our intent, if everything will hold like it is, intends to go out and sell next week.
Thank you for coming.
All right, thank y'all very much.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, come.
Good to see y'all, and we will be back in touch soon.
Okay.
All right, thank y'all. Thank you, Dan, and Scott, appreciate all y'all's help on everything.
Okay, let's go back to number 3 now. And this is a recommendation to approve a purchase. We talked about just a second ago in our work session of 100 or more chairs from Star Printing for $69 each. We just need to determine, I've got 100. We know we have 24 chairs here,
So,
approximately, 24 benches. At least 6 people per bench. So we probably need a little more than 100. If y'all got a number in mind, that'd be,
Just ain't good to ask you there. First, I was against it because I didn't know they locked together. But since they locked together, everybody ain't gonna be moving and twisting and turning. But it says that that's optional, so how much is it? What is that? We have to break the whole thing together.
No, that is, let's see.
It shows them locked together there. But it says that's optional.
Well, this is what we're bidding, what this price is, it does include this blocking together, whatever that is. And what my thoughts was is we can spend this money out of our capital improvement fund, sell the benches and apply that toward the purchase of the chairs. That's going to be my recommendation.
we'll make this room so much more practical. You can stack them,
Yeah.
perhaps later get tables, if you have to have functions in here, easier to clean, more comfortable.
Well, let's just
Really looks
upgrade.
nice.
We just need a number. I honestly don't think 100.
125, to make sure, 200. Okay.
Do you think 125 benches?
Well, we said a while ago that it was approximately that, didn't we?
Yeah.
With the benches,
Right.
so
That'd be a good
that's
amount.
just
That's all we have now.
All we need to get on here to tell us what we need to do. What we have in there.
well, it's been,
It wouldn't be no more than we
Yeah.
see here now. So your recommendation to purchase 125?
that's my recommendation.
Is there a motion to approve this purchase? Out of the capital improvement fund?
Oh, Francis first, I'll second it, Wade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other discussion?
As long as they lock them.
They do. All in favor, say aye. Thank you. Scott, do we need a motion to sell the benches that's no longer needed as city property?
I think it'd be a good idea to go ahead and do that.
That would give us a avenue to auction on gov deals or however I would, so
Right, let's go ahead and
whatever's
declare,
best for the city.
declare them unneeded.
And this is just a conversation wise, and we probably can sell them, but if it comes down to it, we can give them away if we can't sell them, and I probably shouldn't say that, but, I mean, we can practically give them away when we sell them, so you're not gonna get much for them, I wouldn't think. You've got one, where is it, it's,
There's probably a couple that's cracked and doesn't need to be
Right.
sold, but the rest of them, you know, people like to have them. They might give $7,500 a piece
we gotta do something with
just to
them.
have them. So, I mean, if we got a couple $1,000 put back toward it, that'd be good. So we need a motion to declare these benches as no longer needed, so we can sell them.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Greg.
Second.
Okay, Tim, thank you. All in favor, say aye. Thank you very much. Next item on the agenda tonight is a recommendation for immediate consideration to adopt a change in our zoning ordinance for RVs. Several weeks ago, we had a meeting with the zoning board. We've had a couple requests over the last 5 or 6 months about RV parks. What this would do is be giving us something with more teeth in it, with some direction that we currently don't have. And I've got mailed this to you over the weekend to see if you had a chance to look at it. But this is something that's Nathan with NACOG has drew up for us that other cities use. It's pretty much copied from what other towns already have. And be my recommendation, after meeting with the zoning board and they unanimously approved it, said we need it, is to adopt this and add it to our zoning ordinance.
So the two that are already approved are free and clear,
Right.
will not be bound by these.
That's right. That is correct. But from now on, we'll have something to go by, which will be good.
What is the difference between what we've already approved and this one here?
No,
Yeah.
We don't have anything approved.
Well, they got passed, we're okay to put in, what's the difference?
well, with the last one we did with Paul Williams is pretty much like this. His is, what they agreed to do, what he agreed to do with the zoning board is pretty much what's on this. But this just gives us something more defined. I mean, the size of the lot has to be at least 1 acre. The offset off the roads has to be different. It'll help us. It'll help us because we may get more requests down the road. That'd be my recommendation is to adopt this so we can, from now on, when somebody comes and has a request, we'll have something we can go by.
And Nathan looked at this and he got.
Yes, and Nathan drew it up, absolutely.
So we need to get something to go by it, not, and,
I agree, and that's,
I mean, we let some people do this, then
Right.
we're gonna say, no, you got to have a acre of land, and that's not fair.
But the two that are already in are not gonna be bound by this, because they're already approved.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's approved. Yeah.
So this isn't going to affect them at all? Okay.
And Mayor, one thing, the way this ordinance is written, this is, use is permitted on appeal by the zoning board of adjustments. So what will happen is a landowner that wants to put in an RV park have to go to our planning commission. Basically, it'll be denied, or the planning commission will send a report to the council. Y'all will have to deny it, and then it'll be appealed to the zoning board of adjustment, and they'll look at it and they'll consider all these factors, and considering also the lay of the land, the neighborhood, give notice to the neighbors, et cetera, those kind of things to be permitted. But this basically just gives that zoning board of adjustments that right to permit these.
okay. So what we need first is unanimous consent to consider the ordinance, is that correct, Scott?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, is there a motion, consideration to amend this zoning ordinance, establish standards for location and use of recreation vehicles?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Tammy, thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, Greg. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Now, a motion to approve the ordinance.
I'll make a motion to approve
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. You want to make that motion?
Yeah, I want to make a motion that we go into executive session, with name and character, for a few minutes. Some things we need to do. Go over.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Let's see. What is that day?
We just did. 2 weeks.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, is there a motion to go back into regular session?
Make a motion. I'll second, Mayor.
All in favor, say aye.
Uh,
Before we make a motion to adjourn, I just want to remind everyone that might be watching on TV, that we will meet 2 weeks from tonight, after the parade. Parade will be at 6 o'clock, so right after the parade, we'll still have a council meeting. So no other business, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a